Hello everybody, this is Matador from freetrainingvideos.com. It's 8:12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it is July 12th already, which is incredible. We're looking at a down gap in the S&P 500 ETF, the SPY, and a partial retrace of that, which is nice. This little 3-minute chart, shows some pretty good resistance at the 200 MA, also the 107.50 mark. What I'll be paying most attention to is this gap fill back through here. You can draw it in a couple places where it closed or at the beginning of that gap fill, and actually they're all relevant. So what I would do in this scenario is focus on the first one first, see if we can work our way through that and how we do it, and then consider this an area of resistance. And it's a 10-cent spread. Well, it looks huge on a 3-minute chart. It looks tiny on a higher time frame. Even if you were to pull this out a little bit, this is really pretty good sized run up. But then we're gapping down now into about the 50% retrace of that last run up, plus some. We're hovering right around the rising 100 MA, so we are solidly below the 50, and that's kind of what we're banging our head on right now, just to pull this out a little bit. So the 50 MA on the 15-minute chart starting to get into a pretty good area of resistance, and it is pre-market. You can see the volume is tiny, and we'll have to see how that opens, of course, how we fill that gap. On a 60-minute chart, same thing, just to pull it out a little bit and show you the depth of this. Beautiful run up. We lost some momentum through here, as we'll see on a daily chart. But all of this still makes sense to me in the form of a high base. If we can stay up here, maybe work our way back into the 108 mark, that'd be fantastic to the bull side. If we fill the gap and then sell off, I'm still looking at 106.50, 106 as support. We'll see how that holds. Also watch the rising 50 MA on the 60-minute chart here, at least intraday, to see how things are holding up on the bull side of things, wherever that's going to be at the time it hits. And the daily chart, you already know where we are. Right, I can zoom that out a little bit. There we go. So great resistance, gap fill, lower shadow, kill some support, and testing the 20 MA and the symmetrical triangle resistance. And that can be further defined by scrunching this chart up. You already know where we're fighting right now, and that's why this is so powerful right through here, this unfilled gap. Great to have that taken out, but we're having a little trouble getting through this, which is not at all rare. So 108 would be a great retest. Then above that, 109 is a great area of resistance. So good stuff. That's a quick run around the markets. Make sure you get your tick, trend, and VIX confirmation before you go long or short. And trade well, everybody. Hope you have a great week. We'll be with you all week long, looking at the markets and taking them apart with you.